성공을 향해 가는 채널.
The first year's sales was 28 pairs. We bought 500 pairs in and we thought we were going to be instant millionaires. 28 pairs the first season, out.
For Uggs and all that, what was your first job ever? On your first paycheck?
I studied for 10 years to be an accountant, like a CPA, and I finally graduated. Like I was working during the day and studying at night. It took 10 years, and the day I graduated, I quit. I quit, and literally I was meditating, and I just bought my very first Pink Floyd album. It was Dark Side of the Moon, right? And the words of the second song was that, I think it was tired of lying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. You are young and life is long and there is time to kill today. And I just heard those words and I went, he's talking about me, because I just quit and I had no idea what I was going to do, right? And then one day you find 10 years have got behind you, no one told you when to run, you missed the starting gun. And I got covered in goosebumps and I went, oh, and I was looking at all my friends tracking off to partnerships in the accounting and all my other friends who started businesses straight out of high school, and they were all doing well and I felt like I'd been running on the spot for 10 years. And I was surfing up at Malibu one day and it was October, November, the water was getting really cold, and I was pulling on my sheepskin boots after surfing because they wick moisture out and they get your feet warm real fast. And I just got goosebumps and I went, oh my God, there's no Ugg boots in America. And I was with my buddy and I said to him, hey man, we got to go into business. We're going to be instant millionaires. We had no idea that it would take 20 years. The first year's sales was 28 pairs. We bought 500 pairs in and we thought we were going to be instant millionaires. 28 pairs the first season, out. So the next year I said, okay, I'm run some ads, and so we got two models and posed them on the beach at Windansea down in La Jolla. The perfect hair and clothing and big, tall white boots, front and center in the ads, and the sales that next year went to about 10,000. I'm thinking that's crazy. It should be more. So I figured out a way to just get rid of all the inventory. And so I got home just soaking wet from the golf course, and the answering machine had 25 messages from every surf shop that I sold to, going, oh man, everyone's in my store today wanting Ugg boots, I've run out, can I come down and get some, And so I couldn't even go out of business properly, So I gave them everything I had and ordered a whole bunch more in from Australia. And before I advertised this next year, I was having a beer with one of my surf shop retailers in Ocean Beach, and I was explaining, I don't know what I'm doing wrong with advertising. He says, oh, shut up. And he calls out the back to all these little 12, 13-year-old grommets, and he says, what do you guys think of Ugg boots? And every one of them just went, oh, those Uggs, man, they're so fake. Have you seen those ads? Those models, they can't surf. And instantly I realized every image I'd put out was so fake and so posed that I was actually damaging the brand by advertising that way, right? Not knowing it. Called up a buddy of mine, Pete Townend, who was a former world surf champion, and he was running a Scholastic Surf Association in Orange County. Okay. And I said, hey Pete, you got any young kids who are going to turn pro soon? Because I can't pay them, I'm paying them in Ugg boots, right? And he gave me these two guys, Mike Parsons and Ted Robinson. And so we just went surfing at Black's Beach, and I took my little Canon Sure Shot and I just did a photos of walking to the beach, and we went up to Trestles in San Onofre there and did the same thing. And I ran ads with those photographs of just these guys walking from the beach, fully clothed. The Ugg boots you couldn't even see the Ugg boots in the ads, they were that small. The first ads were all Ugg boot. These ads, you couldn't even see the Ugg boots. But it captured something, and the sales that year went to 220,000, just because I'd finally figured out what marketing and advertising is about, where you never advertise the product like I had been the first couple of years. Now I'm advertising a lifestyle, and I just knew that every little kid who reads Surfer magazine all over the world would die to be in that photograph, walking to trestles with Mike Parsons, right? And that's where I realized what branding is. Because the brand is not your trademark registration, and a brand is not your logo, you know, and a brand is not your product, but a brand is what people think of you.
And wanting to start a company, you said perseverance is one of the key things, or what do you think?
I'd say it's the most key thing, yeah. As long as you got belief, you got a decent product and you believe in yourself, you'll make, you know, if you stick around long enough, time has a funny way of making, you know, it can be really hard, but something will just drop, you know, and it's like, oh my God, there's another avenue and you spurt through it, you know, and that's how the growth happens. You don't start here and go straight to there. It's hit a wall, give up or overcome it, you know, next one, next problem. I got another choice, you know, give up or work around it. And so the more times you work around it, the more market share you get and the more distance you put between you and the competitors, and you know, time's the only thing that can do that.
성공한 사업가가 되고 싶나요? 제품이 괜찮고 믿음이 있다면 포기하지 말고 끝까지 노력해보세요. 끈기를 가지고 계속 도전하면 성공할 겁니다.